Okay, so you've picked your perfect prize. You've decided how long you want to run your contest. Now we want to show you a pro tip on how you can leverage sponsors to give your contest exposure and costs a kick in the teeth. So the first question is, why sponsors? Well, the most obvious is that you can actually extend the reach of your contest by having multiple people promoting your contest. Because quite frankly, a rising tide floats all boats here. And so that if you can sell sponsors on the idea of the fact that they get kind of a cross pollination of everyone's audience, including your own, it can really be a compelling argument. Additionally, it also reduces the cost of prize delivery. So it makes everyone actually look good. So you as the contest holder may actually end up paying nothing. But even if you do pay something, every sponsor who's involved can essentially share with their audience the opportunity to win something much greater than they're putting in themselves. So if you had, let's say, 5 sponsors, each giving away something of about $100 value, all of a sudden now the customer can, contestant and prospect can win something of roughly $500 value, which none of those brands individually would actually be willing to put up potentially. The other thing is you can also expand the total number of winners. So if you don't want to just front load it for a large prize, you can make it much more accessible by saying, hey, sponsors, this sponsor is giving away the grand prize, this one's the second prize, third prize, etc. And that really creates a more compelling contest that will boost your conversion rates. Now, why would a sponsor care about your contest? Well, there's just really two big reasons. The first is it gives them great exposure to your audience because you're out there hustling and doing work to get people to look at the contest, and they're going to be front and center, just like an ad unit, but actually even better because people have to read the description of what it is. And typically that's highly correlated to what they do and sell. And then secondly is it builds their social following, their social proof. Almost all businesses crave social proof, whether it's for ego or otherwise. It actually doesn't really matter. But the point is that all businesses want more Facebook likes and Twitter followers so they have more social proof and they look like a bigger deal online. And contests explode that, even if they're not getting the lead themselves. So how do you approach a sponsor and get them to say yes? First, you have to explain the exposure opportunity the sponsor has by participating in your contest. Most businesses are going to want social proof, so make sure you talk to them about the new Facebook likes and Twitter followers they're going to get. And let them know that only a certain number of sponsors are allowed. We suggest you don't go more than 5 because it gets convoluted after that. And that makes it sort of special for each sponsor who's participating, knowing that there's only up to 4 other sponsors, including you. So it keeps it to be more of an intimate experience. And people don't want to have to think. So make sure when you do talk to a sponsor, you come ready with several prize suggestions. Don't just ask for money necessarily, but ask for something they can donate into the prize pool that is along the lines of what you want everyone to be giving. And make sure that you also ask that all sponsors share on social. This is going to give you the opportunity to, again, rising tide floats all boats. Let all sponsors, including your own audience, cross-pollinate and everyone is a winner. Now, if you want to take it to the next level, you can do something that we call the sponsor circuit, because the more value you can offer a sponsor, the better. And we really, really encourage you to consider this approach. So the way it works is, depending on how many sponsors you have, let's say you have 4 sponsors and yourself. So offer 5 rotating campaigns and allow each sponsor the opportunity to collect leads, because only one person can collect leads at a time, probably starting with you. And that way, all sponsors, including yourself, are going to build up a much larger list, and you're all going to get more social proof and more extraction of value out of all of these campaigns accumulatively than you would individually. And that way you can give each sponsor their time to shine and their time to be the primary sponsor, because one of the biggest pushbacks you'll probably get when you do ask people to sponsor is, well, am I the primary sponsor? And if you tell them that you're putting together a sponsor circuit where essentially you'll rotate through several different campaigns and they will get the opportunity to be the primary sponsor and to collect the lead, that's a really compelling offer. So hopefully this gives you some insight on how to approach sponsors, why they're valuable, and why it's good for them. Now get out there, get some sponsors, and build your first campaign.